Yo, my bad for disappearing for 3 days. I've kind of just been playing like a lot of Risk of Rain 2. Best believe I've been getting smacked, but like it's low key been fun. It's low key been like a 3 day session of me just getting like mollywopped, but like best believe y'all be the first to know when I finally beat this lame dude Mithrix. Low key, this whole section of the video was just bait to get you to like and subscribe, which you should do right now. I fooled you. Yeah, peace. Wait, no, not peace, because there's still like a video. You know, it's not many days where I have to admit I'm wrong, because I'm really not wrong often. But to Archmage, Raguzer, all the devs working on this fine game, Deepwoken, I feel like an apology is due. I simply wasn't familiar with y'all's game. You know, I talked a lot of shit about Conquest. I said like 6 months was announced, it's never coming. I made a whole video mocking like the devs for not dropping that junk. I put a LeBron James meme in that video. Like I really didn't have to do all that, and I did. And very recently, the devs kind of teed up and rocked me in my jaw and made me kind of eat my words about Conquest never coming, because they basically all but confirmed it a few updates ago. Like I really never thought I'd see the day where like progress on Conquest seems promising and like we're probably getting it within like a month or two. But like low key, here we are. And I'm honestly here for it, to be honest. Basically, like if y'all are out of the loop, they basically said like Conquest, like progress is good, testing is up, they're testing out the game mode, it should be coming soon. And they kind of like dropped us a little teaser of a Conquest mechanic like early for us to try out. Essentially, they added in a new, never before seen piece of content called like destructible constructs in Deepwoken. Basically, certain constructs like Round Spark Ice Eruption are gonna be like have health bars and be entirely destructible. And when you really think about like what that represents and what that can like entail for the game, it just really gets you excited. So like with destructible objects, we get like more advanced bosses. World events could be like insane with that. They could do all kinds of cool stuff, and the possibilities are like unironically endless. But let's log back into Conquest. More specifically, like what I think the game mode actually is gonna be. I was watching Agamatsu stream, I think like last night, and he was like showing the leaked orb that they showed on Twitter for Conquest, and he was kind of talking about what the mechanic of that item actually is. And in doing that, he kind of like, I guess, soft confirmed what like the mechanic actually would be. Again, take this all with like a grain of salt, but like it kind of makes a lot of sense. Essentially what he said is that people thinking of this mode as a capture the flag mode are thinking of it all wrong. Essentially, the new mechanic of items like or like constructs themselves having health bars is going to be utilized in this game mode. Essentially, like how I thought of it or how I interpreted what he was saying is that these like obelisks, I'm going to call them, are essentially an objective and they have a health bar. And what I think the game mode is going to be is that like a team is going to have 1 to like maybe 3 of these obelisks, and the goal is for the other team to destroy them, kind of like I don't want to kind of like League of Legends. League of Legends similarities aside, like I think this idea is like leagues better than capture the flag, because think of capture the flag and what that would be like. Like, do you really want some like 100 agility freaky sneaky Felinor coming up in your crib and like snatching your little basketball orb and hobbling on over to his place and just stealing your stuff for free? No, that would be very stupid. And like I feel like this kind of version of it promotes a much less cheesy and much more like strategy based play style, which I think everyone would prefer. It's one thing to like get hyped about Conquest, like because I definitely am, but I think before I end the video, I gotta talk about like how Conquest could like fail. I think a lot of people fail to realize when they like say the word Conquest that it's like not just gonna be Conquest. There's gonna be an update tied to Conquest. Maybe not like the size of layer 2, but it's in that same category as like a major update. In my honest opinion, even more so than layer 2, I feel like Conquest, like the update itself, has an opportunity to really galvanize, but also an opportunity to really alienate the player base. None of the little freaks already down there typing like, oh, layer 2 was the update for the PvE players. It's like, damn. Like, let me finish my point, which I'm going to. First of all, like, Verse 2 did have PvP updates. There was a whole PvP revamp. We got a bunch of oats, and I feel like kind of saying otherwise is kind of a bad take. But to like go back to what I was saying with Conquest, like this update really needs to be something that appeals to everybody. Obviously, like the Conquest game mode is gonna satisfy the PvP players, but for the PvE players, like I really don't see them getting more than like a few oaths, which is like, I guess, kind of disappointing. Like maybe some new armors, but that's kind of really it. I guess that's really all there is to say about Conquest. It's kind of really been a really weird year for Deepwoken. It kind of started off with like everyone thinking it would be a Deepwoken summer with Conquest dropping, and now it's looking like we'll be lucky if we get a Deepwoken February with Conquest dropping then. So I don't really know, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully Conquest is cool.